Assalamualaikum and very good day to our lecturer and all the fellow friends. Today we will present our given topic, which is thermal lunchbox. Our group consists of members which are me, Nur Ashra binti Marusman, Nura Alia Masara binti Zulkifli, Fatima Azhara binti Muhammad Noor, and lastly, Aina Farisha binti Muhammad Izzarillah. We are from F4S1202_2. So today we will discuss about what is lunchbox and what is the relation between it and the physics. So let's get to this.
Different ideas related to heat and temperature are covered in thermal physics. It involves, amongst other things, thermal energies, heat transmission technique, phase transition, microscopic particles behavior, and the rules of thermodynamics. Heat is yet another crucial idea in thermal physics. Temperature variations are what cause heat, which is energy transfer. Another name for it is energy in transit, through conduction, convection, and radiation. Heat naturally transfers from hotter to colder substance. Thermodynamics, kinetic theory of gases, and statistical mechanics are three essential components of thermal physics.
Our Mealbox is thermodynamic concept in it. Thermodynamics is science of the relationship between heat, work, temperature, and energy. The science of thermodynamics in its broadest sense is concerned with the movement of energy from one location or form to another. The fundamental idea is that heat is an energy type that may be equated to a specific quantity of mechanical work. In thermodynamics, there are several systems which are open system, closed system, and isolated system. All of them explain how the energy and the matter can be transferred to the surrounding. To illustrate, closed system definition is energy, but no matter can be transferred between system and the surrounding. This situation is known as energy being transferred from one body to another because of the difference in temperature. So to be precise, hot soup is hot and the Mealbox is cold. Then the energy or heat from the hot soup will be transferred to the Mealbox or to a cool region until thermal equilibrium is achieved. What is the function of Mealbox? Firstly, Mealbox is used to keep food inside. Other than that, protects food from inside. And then, it can protect food from the surrounding too. Its small body can make the Mealbox is easier to keep inside our bag. Lastly, Mealbox can save our money and time because user doesn't need to buy outside food. So who will need Mealbox and who will use it? Firstly, student. This is because student needs to save money for other expenses. So with Mealbox, they can save money from buying food at cafe. Then, a mother. We know that moms need to do a lot of chores work. Sometimes they don't have time to cook for their children. So if they use Mealbox, they can just cook it and keep it in the Mealbox and can give it to their child to eat it for later. Lastly, workers. By using Mealbox, they can save their time. They don't have to go outside and buy outside food. They just have to prepare the food from home and eat it when they want to eat. To be concrete, Mealbox is designed to eat people day without need to put a lot of effort. The food found in the Mealbox cannot stay like that how they were is the biggest problem. Person who use Mealbox discovered that it is difficult to keep the food stay hot. Meat inside it become cold before the exact time. For instance, they prepare a hot soup in the morning and keep it in the Mealbox, so they wanted to consume it during lunch break, but the soup has lost its heat. It is becoming cold before noon. Their heat was lost to the surrounding, and surrounding get energy from them. As a result, the temperature in the food cannot last long. That's the reason why food in Mealbox can easily be cold. The problem started when the lunchbox can keep the food warm for a long time even it is stainless steel lunchbox. Based on the experiment using TV, we found that lunchbox only can keep food warm for 2 hours and 90 minutes, but when the lunchbox added wet with isolated bag, the warmth will stay for 5 hours and 30 minutes. The name of heat transfer process from food to lunchbox is conduction. When the food touching the lunchbox surface, at the same time the higher or lower temperature the warm food will transfer the heat to lunchbox which is lower or higher temperature than food to equilibrium temperature. What will happen if the problem doesn't solve? Sometimes when the food is become cold, the taste will not feel as better as before. So end up, the food will thrown away. And then, it can increase the waste in this food. Lastly, food will get easy to spoil. It can cause food poisoning.
According to the problem statement, students figure out the solutions of this problem is using an electric Mealbox. Electric Mealbox is known as a multifunctional lunchbox. The multifunction for these electric Mealbox are for heating food, steam food, and also stew food. Most of the students use it as a Mealbox that can keep their food hot for long hours. This electric Mealbox is the best solution because it uses heat transfer as in thermal physics, which combine study of thermodynamics, statistical mechanics, and kinetic theory of gases. Electric Mealbox can keep our food hot by heating meals using an electric supply that can produce heat and energy. Living as a student, we need to learn on how to adapt on the different living style. Bring a lunchbox is a must for university students, but there's a problem on keeping the food stay hot. The food get warm easily because object at a higher temperature release heat that travels from it to object at a low temperature. It is not nice since it is nicer to eat the food how it should be rather than it be warm. This always happens to students on a daily basis. For instance, I eat the soup noodles on lunch, however it get cold after 30 minutes. So to solve this problem, students use an electric Mealbox as the best solution. Then This electric mealbox can be found in direct shops or any online shops. To refer to self-experience electric mealbox, I used to keep our food stay hot by switch on the button and start heating the meal. So students don't have to worry about the food is getting cold or easy, and it will not ruin your appetite, and students will not end up throwing away their food.
So for my part, I will explain to you about our sketch of the product and also the detailing of the price and also why we choose the material. For the first part, I will show you about our outer sketch. As you can see, on the top of the lid, we have a plastic holder. We also provide a canvas strap, and we also have silicone suction ring around the lid. Moreover, as you can see, we add a valve lid on top of the lid, and also it also have a heat button, which is you can on and off the button to use the product, and also a Type-C port for a charger. For the next part, I will explain to you about the sketch of our product, but for the inner sketch. As you can see, there is a stainless steel steam rack inside of the lunchbox, and it also has a stainless steel container below the stainless steel steam rack. And for the box, and we use a propylene PP material than other plastic material. The reason why we choose this, I will explain to you in the detailing of the price and also detailing of the product. For the detailing, as you can see, we add an adjustable canvas strap, which the material is made of the canvas. Why we choose this is because it is washable and it has an adjustable length. The reason why we choose this to add this is because by adding an adjustable canvas strap, it is more convenient for our customer to bring the lunchbox everywhere. Since we know that we have lived in a busy life, so to carry the lunchbox one by one is a little bit inconvenient. So that is why we choose canvas strap to add in the first place. The second material is the steamer rack. As you can see, our lunchbox use a steamer concept, which if you want to heat the food, we have to steam the food for the food to be heated. So why we add steamer rack? Because we think it is convenient for someone who brings a lot of food, and you just can add any type of food like a bread or dumplings on top of steamer rack while you are steaming another food. So that is why we choose steamer rack as our second choice of material to add. Then for the lid, we have a lock. It is because to avoid the spillage and leakage. So by adding this lock, it can prevent from the food spill immediately. Around the lunchbox, we add a silicone suction ring, which is BPA-free. The third part, it also has a steam outlet, which it's in the sketch because the valve. The reason why we add the valve is because it helps to manage the pressure inside the heating. For the inside of the lunchbox, we use a stainless steel. There is certain reason why we use stainless steel rather than a plastic material product. Because the first reason is it is reusable. Rather than plastic, it is less harmful for the environment. And the second reason is it has no rust and no harmful chemical that we add metallic flavors into our food. And the third reason why we choose stainless steel rather than a plastic material, because it provides thermal insulation that will keep the temperature of our food longer than plastic material. Lastly, for our lunchbox, we also provide a fast charging cable so that it is not time consuming for our customer to use it, and we don't have to wait for a long time for it to charge. Other than that, the reason why we add the fast charging cable is because you can also use it to connect it to the power bank or also USB so that you can bring it everywhere. This is why I say that our lunchbox is portable, because you can use it everywhere without thinking about time or without thinking about the place. As an example, you can use it when you want to do an outdoor picnic with your family.
So in my part, I'll explain about the pros and cons of the Mealbox. Interesting thermos is a common thing in our daily lives because some of the university students will bring their food in a reusable container or drink water thermos from home. But some of the students don't know the importance of electric mealbox or thermos. They prefer to use plastic or polystyrene food container and also buy drinks in plastic cups, since it's an easy way to clean the place after they eat. This is not safe for the environment and earth because these things take a long time to dispose. And we use it every day. So imagine the amount of plastic container and polystyrene that we have to dispose every single day, and how long does it take to dispose all of these things, and it's not good. So we will explain the advantages of the electric mailbox or the thermos. I'm going to start with the advantage of the first pros of it. First, it keeps our food insulated for a long period. As a student, we want to eat warm or hot foods easily anywhere. Not only that, we also need a mailbox that can keep our foods insulated for a long period. The electric mailbox is similar to the thermos. It's just a little more advanced version since we can reheat the food in it. It was specifically designed for a student and people who hate to eat cold foods so that they can easily reheat their foods. So now we move to the cons of the product that we found while doing the project. First, it was too expensive to buy. This Mealbox has made our life easy, especially by keeping foods warm or steaming them. However, when it comes to price and costing, we found out that it is too expensive for a student to buy. The reason is because it costs more than their average spend on buying food at the cafeteria. Students would rather spend their money on buying ready-made foods than have to steam, cook, or reheat it. Besides, usually they won't have enough gap time between class to reheat the food, so they prefer to eat it straight away while it's still warm and freshly cooked. The Second, disadvantages of the product is, I think this is a common disadvantage or cons on the product we can find easily, which is it's non-waterproof. Another disadvantage of this electric Mealbox is it is not waterproof. This could damage its electrical equipment while it comes in contact with water while washing it. The electric Mealbox must be handled carefully so it could be used for a long time and for it to function better. Of course, when we're working on this project, we also think about the disadvantage and the solution to it. To improve the stack of this electric Mealbox, we recommend adding new criteria on it. For example, make the Mealbox rechargeable so that we don't have to find power supply every time we want to use it. And in the suggestions, maybe we could add a battery supply that maybe could last about 12 hours minimum, so we could use it everywhere that we wanted to without having to charge it. Next is to change the shape of the electric Mealbox from round to square. This is because it gives more spaces and bigger diameter of the Mealbox so that we can put more food in it. Other than that, most of the Mealbox bag are in a square shape. This would make it easy to find a bag to cover the Mealbox in a proper way. To conclude this project, the electric Mealbox is one of the ways to make student life easier. It is also lightweight and safe for us to use. The target audience of this project is students and people who did not like their food turned cold. So this way, they could keep their food warm for a long time, better to compare with the usual Mealbox. This electric Mealbox also comes with stages or places to put your spoons and forks in, so you don't have to worry about losing them in your bags.